Hello and welcome to Polly's Papercrafts. This is Emma bringing you another Smashbook process video. This one is called Feeding the Penguins. So cute. And that is because I love penguins, and for last Christmas my brother and his girlfriend bought me like an experience thing where I could get to go and hand feed king penguins and Humboldt penguins here in the UK. And although it was a Christmas present, it wasn't booked until February, so I had a little bit of a wait, but it was so worth it. It was brilliant. I got to get into the enclosure with the penguins. Birdland in Bourton-on-the-Water is the only place in the UK that has king penguins, so it was a fantastic experience. And they actually had, it was so cute, they actually had a baby penguin, a baby king penguin, that was, he was in the enclosure but in his own little pen to sort of protect him from the others or whatever, stop him from getting into trouble. And he was so cute because you think of penguins as black and white, and he was brown and fluffy because he still had all his feathers. He wasn't fully waterproof yet, and that was part of the reason why he was in the pen, so he didn't jump into the pool with the others and drown, basically, because he wasn't waterproof. But he was so cute, so I was standing in his pen with him, and then hand feeding the king penguins. And then the Humboldts you feed in a different way. You just sort of chuck the fish into the pool for them and they just go diving for it because they're the little ones. But the baby penguin just kept trying to sit on my feet. It was so cute. I kept getting really distracted because I wanted to stroke him, and I was having a little chat, but it was brilliant. So anyway, the Smashbook page. I was playing around with how I wanted to do the photos. But this is my last page in my Smashbook, so if you guys want me to do a flip through, then please let me know and I will do. I'll do that quite easily for you, because I haven't done process videos for everything in my Smashbook, because it's actually taken me, quite ashamedly to say, but it's taken me 2 years to film my Smashbook, because I haven't used it as a sort of catch-all for just pretty things. I've used it for, as you've seen, specific events, which I've really enjoyed. I've used it more of a scrapbook really than a Smashbook, but I've really enjoyed it because it was just easy. It had all the paper in and it was just fab just to stick everything in. That was a massive tangent. Let me go back to what I've been doing. There I am using a rub-on that says Penguin Encounters. Now that was actually from way back in 2009 when we went to SeaWorld in Florida, and I've kept it all this time. So I've just sped up that little bit of me putting it on, because I know people have had trouble in the past. If a rub-on is too old, then they don't go on particularly well. Now I was really impressed with these rub-ons. I've used loads of them because there was a couple of penguin pages and I thought, well, when else am I going to get a chance to use them all up? So I was really impressed with how they went on. I didn't use the little lollipop stick that came with the pack. I'm actually using a American Crafts stylus that came with my Remarks rub-ons. And it was really good, but I sped up quite a lot of the process because obviously with me rubbing on the table it was shaking my camera mount quite a lot, so it was a little bit of shaky footage there, so I do apologise. So yeah, I've used that Penguin Encounter rub-on at the top, and I thought that would be good to use as sort of like the title for the page. Now as this was my last page, I didn't have a lot of room, so I decided to use my very last K&Company Smashbook Pocket, but it was green, and I'm not a green person. I don't particularly like green, so I tried to cover up as much of it as I possibly could. So I put 2 3x4 photos on the front, but I kept them together so they were 4x6, and put a doily behind it. And then I sort of created my own little embellishment, I suppose. I punched out a 1.5 inch circle and then used one of the smaller penguin rub-ons just to put in the middle, and then later on I do put some like faux stitching dash lines around the edge of that just to give it a bit more definition, and it does make it look like that penguin is standing on my head, but I'm okay with that. And then I was using up the rest of my rub-ons on the bottom, just sort of a little scene type thing, and then I was flicking back through this rub-on book that had my penguins in, and I came across one that said unforgettable experience, and I just thought, well, that pretty much sums it up. It was a fantastic day. It was a little bit cold because it was February and it's, you know, England, but it was so good. The sun was out, and it really was unforgettable. So I cut out that rub-on, cut it in half so I separated the two words, and then I put it directly over those two photos, which they went really well onto the photos actually. I did mess up on this unforgettable a little bit, and you'll see me here, I lift it up and then I have to try and realign it, so I have no idea why I lifted it up, but it worked out alright. And in the video it looks as if you can't really make out the words very well, but in real life it's really readable, so I was quite happy with that. And yeah, they rubbed onto the photos really well. Again, I used the American Craft stylus rather than a lollipop stick because I just thought, well, it's bound to be better, isn't it? And yeah, so I decided that I would put my pocket sort of in the middle of the page, which on all the previous occasions that I've used these smash pockets, they've sort of located themselves at the bottom of the page, and then I've got space at the top. But obviously I'd put my penguins down the bottom because I didn't want them floating above the pocket. And it actually, you'll see in a minute, it actually created the perfect spot to put my journaling, and I'll read you what I wrote. There's me putting the dash lines around the penguin, and then I will do my journaling, and for this I picked up my Parker, just a rollable sort of ink pen, and I put Adam and Emma booked me this incredible experience for Christmas. It was incredible. Now looking back, I realised that I have used the word incredible twice, and I could have thought of a better adjective, but it's done, so I'm okay. And then I got to hand feed the king and Humboldt penguins, and there was a baby king penguin that kept trying to sit on my feet. So cute. And he was just so cute. And they hadn't named him yet, which I still don't know what they named him actually. One of those penguins though has got his own Twitter, which I found incredible. I'm fairly sure he's Spike the king penguin, possibly. But some of those penguins have done like films and TV adverts and all sorts. So yeah. I just used my pen just to do a few little hearts, and then I pull out my Dear Lizzie Neapolitan roller date stamp and my Ranger Archival jet black ink because every Smashbook page needs it. And I actually stamped this one correctly. It says best day ever, and then I've put Feb 18th 2015 because that was the date that I did it. And that's it. So I'm just going to leave you with that little close-up, wave goodbye, showing you that was my last page. I'm not going to put anything on that back page because I'll just keep it as it is. So thanks for watching guys. Be sure to check out my channel for more videos, and remember to click subscribe. Bye!